Welcome back to Ranting with Rebecca, everyone. If you haven't seen part 1 to this video, make sure you go back and check that out. So if you already seen part 1, you know that we've spent the morning warming Poncho up. This is only the second time he's ever had the driving reins, and we are getting ready to take him out of the round pen for the first time and go on a little hike with him with the driving reins for practice. So this is his second time technically out of the round pen right now with their driving reins, but the first time that I actually make him do anything. So let's see how he does. Get a rope. We're going to do it either way and just have Bryce lead us.
Ooh. Ooh.
Okay, we have Bryce on a rope to help.
Ooh, Bella.
Ooh, we're just going to try to teach him to stand first. Standing's a big one.
Ooh.
Okay, let him loose when he's standing. Good boy. So when I'm struggling real bad, I'm going to have Bryce try to try to help, and when I'm not struggling, I'll do it myself. So we might not get a lot of this on video because it's going to take both of us and we don't got anyone else to film, but we'll try to get what we can. So you'll probably only be getting the parts when he's being good. Okay, we're going to try to film while we first take off. Walk. As you can tell, Poncho is not happy right now. So when you first bring him out of the barn, a lot of times they get hyper and stuff. So I was kind of expecting him to go backwards. Once I get to the woods, I'm expecting him to calm down and start behaving a little better. So it looks like I'm pulling his head way far in, which at times I am pulling back on the reins to get him to slow down because he was wanting to take off. But for the most part, it's just him being a jerk and wanting to keep his head tucked in because he's mad. So we were just trying to figure it out at first. It looks a little messy right now, but it should get better.
Hi, buddy.
Okay, we're going to try to stop. Oh.
Ooh, Bella. Oh, good.
We're going to stop because I'm going to take my sweater off and I'm going to throw it on the ground. Good boy. Walk. Walk. Okay, we're making improvements. We're getting there. You can, if it's easier, you can just show me too. Whatever's easiest, Bryce.
I got it. I got both of you in the thing.
Not to mention that I'm learning how to do this too, so I'm probably making a few mistakes that's making it harder on him. But we're getting there.
Easy.
Good. Walk. They always do better once you get to the woods, so we're kind of on a trail now. So he's doing better. Doing a lot better now.
I wish I had that thing your mom has where it like levels itself out. Never mind.
There's still ice on the road from this past ice that we had a few weeks ago. So we're going to have to lead him past this part up here. I'll try to steer him, but we'll see.
Come on, buddy.
Well, now I know he's gonna jump creek.
Walk, Bubba.
Got it. Okay, Bryce took the rope off, so we are doing it ourselves now. He's kind of following Bryce still. If the video quality is poor, we can blame Bryce for this video. I'm just kidding. Good boy. Here, mother. Bryce, keep walking. I'm going to stop. Oh. Good boy. Let me walk past you this time. And then follow in behind. This is really good now. Now he has no one to follow, so he's doing it himself. Instead of doing a lot of turning, we're going to do a lot of stopping and going, because teaching your horse to stop is almost more important than teaching him to steer, because it's always good to have brakes. Even if you can't steer where you're going and you can always stop, you can stop before you get into any trouble. So we're going to work on patience and stopping and going. Hey. The patience is what we're struggling with. The stopping's not too big of an issue, but standing once we stop is where we're struggling. Okay, so good. Walk. We'll just do a lot of that. Stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. Two. Back up. Good boy. Not a good boy. Walk. He's steering pretty good though, honestly. And he's stopping pretty easy too, but then once he stops, he gets frustrated. So, that's okay. We'll figure it out. Horns. Oh. Good boy. I'm gonna go up and pet him this time. Good boy. Just trying to help him get some patience to stand here when he's supposed to. He needs to eventually do it without me standing by his face, but since it's the first time, I'm going to give him an exception. Who? Good. Wait, you're fine. Stand. Good, stand, go. Good. Good. Yeah. Good. Stand. Back time he stands, I'm going up to pet him as a reward. Hopefully it teaches him. You will see. Good. Good boy. Good boy. True. Okay, we're gonna walk. Walk. Walk up. Okay, Bryce, you stay there. We're gonna do a turn right here.
Easy.
We got the turn, but then we kept going. So, try again. Good, walk. Good, walk. Don't know what that's about. Let's get out here where it's wider. Bryce, you can follow a little bit. So I wasn't sure what was going on exactly. So I was trying to get him to just turn and walk back the other way so we could start heading back to the house, which he would turn perfect, but then he wouldn't stop and go back in a straight line. He would want to keep turning and face the other way again. So I decided to come down here because the path widens up a little bit, so I'd had to have a little more room to work. But he was wanting to do a full circle, and I was only wanting him to do a half circle. So we had to figure this puzzle out together. Stupid stuff that young horses do, am I right? We'll figure it out. It's already better. We'll just keep turning and stopping. Walk. So he's obviously struggling with the steering. I hadn't done much steering outside of the barn because we were just going down this trail. He was doing really well just walking in a straight line when I was staying out of his mouth. But anytime I'd get in his mouth and try to stop him or steer him, he was fighting and throwing his head and getting really agitated about it. So I was trying here to just do a little work on steering outside of the round pen because the only way to get better at something is to just do it. So he does improve while we are just right here. He's improved a little bit already. So improvement is all I'm looking for. I'm not looking for him to be perfect on the first time because that is unreasonable. You normally aren't perfect the first time you ever do something. So he's figuring it out and he's getting better. So we got him turned around on the trail and decided to bring him down here to my grandma's arena. So we walked all the way back up that trail that you guys just seen us go down, and he did just as good as when we went down it the first time. So we brought him out to this arena because I wanted to try to work on steering and stuff, but just like controls and getting control over him. But there were all of my grandma's horses in this little pasture over here right next to the arena, and so they were just distracting him, and it was honestly just making it even worse. So we decided to quit this and to just head back to the barn. I wanted to end on a good note, and I could just tell this was going to blow up if we stayed here. So we decided to head back to the barn and finish the lesson in the round pen where I know he already knows what he's doing.
Easy.
So I don't know what that was about, but we obviously had a little hiccup there. I had Bryce come stand down the road, so to be kind of like a barrier for him to go that way. And then I just asked him again to walk, and he walked off and was fine. So I really don't know what that was about. I think it's just because all the horses are out. I've been keeping him in my grandma's barn, so his stall is the other direction, so he probably was trying to go back that way. But I don't know, you just have those little hiccups when you're training horses and they don't know what they're doing yet. So we are on our way back to the barn now.
A butthole and refusing to do what I asked.
Oop.
Boy, he's standing a lot better, so there's an improvement. Okay, walk. Okay, Bryce, will you go out and film this and do it?
So as you've seen outside the ramp, and he got pretty frustrated at me and started not behaving as well as he was in the ramp pen. So I got him back in the ramp pen, and I'm just going to get him walking calmly and behaving, which he already is. He does a lot better. As soon as we get in here, he started behaving better. And then I'm going to end the lesson on a good note. I don't want him to end the lesson when he had been behaving poorly and not doing as well. So we just wanted to make him behave well again, and we will call it a day because this was a pretty long lesson.